inventory ramping or sorry, the next part of the stream. But welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about, I guess, like the Model Y standard range and how Tesla is going to ramp up production like crazy this quarter. There was a couple articles and a tweet that I found, and that we're going to hit, it seems like their goal is to hit 75,000 units from Giga Texas. And what does this mean for everybody that's waiting? Well, what that means is there's going to be a lot of inventory coming to the pipeline soon, especially with the Model Y variant because it comes from Giga Texas. So we could see a very interesting February and March because, you know, Tesla works in quarters, monthly quarters or sales quarters, and March is the end of the first quarter of the year. I mean, of course, we had this crazy discount in January, but you know, if they're not hitting their number, which they've got a big number to hit, I think analysts are predicting 420 deliveries this quarter, which is basically how much they did in the last quarter of last year. So Tesla's got a big number to hit. That's for sure. And I think, you know, this news of the production ramping up is good news for the buyers, and of course, good news for Tesla sales and all that stuff. But we're going to roll into it. But if you're new to the stream, my name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. We do one stream a day now. That's like an hour-long stream, and we talk about 3 or 4 different topics. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at this. So this is what we know. Model Y, there is, of course, Giga Texas. Giga Texas produces the Model Y, and Giga Texas is starting to ramp up fully. And this is what we also know. Model Y long range is available right now, and the Model Y performance. But there's that third type of Tesla, the Model Y standard range, that's also produced from Giga Austin. We've started to see it trickle in and out, but you could buy one, but they didn't advertise that you could custom order one. But I think at one point in like early January, there was like 50 or so available for sale that you could buy from the inventory. But again, you still could not order one. And the price, this is what we also know. The price of the Model Y standard range is $50,990. It also qualifies for the $7,500 tax credit. But again, they still haven't really made this widely known. You can find them in inventory. So shout out for Waiting for Tesla. If you're looking for one specifically, you can drill down to Waiting for Tesla's site and filter down to Model Y all-wheel drive. But for some reason, they've been sold out. So it seems like that is a hot car right now, because just like how the Model Y standard range is the most inexpensive Tesla Model 3 at this point, it seems like the Model Y standard range all-wheel drive is like the hottest car, because, well, there isn't a lot and people want that lowest possible monthly payment. And so this is what we saw. This was the used car. Darn it. Anyway, so this is a tweet from Christopher Dungeon. Giga Texas recently announced Model Y production at a rate of 3,000 units a week, but this rate is steadily increasing. How many total Tesla Model Ys do you think will be produced in Q1? 13 weeks. And so if we try to do 3,000, there's 12 weeks in 12 weeks in our first quarter. So 3,000 times 12 weeks is about 36,000 Model Ys coming to the market, coming to the US market, or worldwide, I guess, if it's being shipped to somewhere else. And so that's about 36. Some predictions down here are like 45 to 52,000, but that's a lot more Model Ys. And if there's a good portion of these that are Model Y standard range, that could really, you know, bump up market share for Tesla in this segment for people to buy the Model Y standard range. We've highlighted this article on the channel before, but this is an article that says Giga Texas is said to be target production of 75,000 Model Ys in Q1 of 2023. So this could be huge if you're kind of waiting on the sidelines. You know, of course, Tesla and Elon are going to get grilled about all these discounts in the earnings call on the 25th. And another question that we're going to, be listening for is what type of ramp or what type of production ramp are they expecting for Giga Texas? And this is going to be good for people that are, in the market for a Model Y that want that most inexpensive, lowest payment Model Y standard range, where that basically has like the similar amount of range. This is going to be pretty interesting. That's for sure. But big news. I mean, the good news is that Giga Texas is starting to ramp up, and we're going to see a lot more Model Y standard ranges. And then hopefully, once they get more, I guess, confirmed ramp up, that's when they'll bring the Model Y standard range back to the website so that you can order it, put your name on it, or as I put on name on the order, not necessarily put your name on the vehicle, and wait for that delivery and production. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff coming out of the Giga Texas world. It's gonna be an exciting time. I mean, more Teslas, and that's probably why this date range has not changed yet. I was fully expecting, this date range, the estimated delivery, to get pushed out to April or May after the announcement of the discounts on Thursday or Friday of last week. But for some reason, it still stayed past January. It could be that they're just making it not push back April because of this tax credit. Basically, it says it must take delivery by March, and so they don't want to make sure, they don't want to give anybody false expectations of it going past then. But it's pretty interesting that it's still here. But maybe they're just counter playing how much inventory or production is actually going to come onto the market. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. So let's jump into some of the comments and some of the questions. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of different benefits, but some of them actually include scheduling a call with me where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you schedule the call, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price. And right now, there's a credit union on that list that has interest rates as low as 3%. So definitely check it out if you are interested. But let's jump into some of the comments. I saw Happy Hippo joined, so welcome. Hey Dennis, I have my Model Y loaner today with full self-driving. I use it. It is nice. Ooh, oh, there we go. Oops. Ooh, interesting. So did you test it on the highways or the cities or a combination of both? Because I've driven one with that full self-driving beta, or at least I sat in the passenger. It's trippy. It's definitely nice, but it takes getting used to see, like, because it gets a little scary, at least to me, that's for sure. But let's see what else is there. Yeah, Tapia, like, I hope you're okay. Waiting to hear more about the Model 3 refresh before I buy. I mean, that's quarter 4 at this point. I haven't heard anything more of that. Maybe quarter 4 of 2023. But I mean, that's the thing with Tesla. There is always going to be that next thing, that next technology or something. So at some point, you just got to buy it, enjoy the car, and drive it because you can always get another one. I sort of feel like Teslas are like iPhones or Android phones. You buy one, and then when the iPhone 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 comes out, you just trade it in and get a new one. Maybe that's not the best way to think about it because, financial advice says you should buy a car and hold it for 10 years, but, life is short. You want to try and experience different elements or, things about life. I'm always about trying experiencing new different things. Should I buy a Model 3 used right now? No, I would wait. I'll wait a week or two at this point. Prices just got dropped on Friday, essentially. Wait another week because it's January 15th right now. Which it puts us, what is that, like 2 weeks to the end of the month, January 15th. We got like a week, 2.5 weeks essentially. I would say don't start shopping until Monday, January 23rd, because that is a little over a week left in the month. And so if you want to buy from a dealer, they're going to get a little bit more antsy, so to speak. They want to, sell, they work on monthly cycles. They need to sell cars by the end of the month. And that's where you're going to be able to get a deal. So just be patient for another week. You can just, watch the daily streams, and watch the daily content, but January 23rd. And I think maybe that's the title for that video that day. It's ladies and gentlemen, it's time to buy a used Tesla on January 23rd. So I'll let you know when it's time, because we're going to look at the auction values. We're going to see how the dealers reacted to that price discount over this next week. And so, we'll see. Highway, it was fun. Yeah, highway. So it's kind of similar to autopilot, right? But cities is where it gets a little different with that full self-driving, because you can't use autopilot in the city, but it's still good at the end of the day. I mean, that's what I tell people. Autopilot, buying a Tesla, you're just literally buying 50% of your time back, because autopilot is that good on highway road trips. You can literally, get that time back, do whatever, relax while your Tesla takes you to your destination. You can sit back, relax, and enjoy that 30-minute flight to your next destination. That's how I feel it really is. Is existing inventory ready to go? Because I bought it last night and still waiting to select every day. It essentially is, or it could be in a transit, but pretty much within like a week, give or take or so. How to get 3%? Check out the Patreon link down below in the description. Hey, what's up about the tax credit? What's up? Welcome to the stream, Mark. What's up about the tax credit? It's certain vehicles qualify. I made a video about it yesterday on which deal is the best. Definitely check it out. But you have to also qualify for the tax credit. Tony, hey, welcome. Hey, congrats on your Tesla. Hey, Dennis, do you have any opinions on PPF? Yes, and I've isolated down to